Grab some coffee and stay a while. Tonight, we're delving into a mystery that's been buried for millennia. A temple that predates Stonehenge, older than the pyramids, a place that's rewriting the very fabric of human history. This is the enigma of Göbekli Tepe. Picture this. It's 1994, and a Kurdish farmer in southeastern Turkey is going about his day, plowing his field under the scorching sun. Suddenly, his plow catches on something. As he investigates, he uncovers strange stone slabs, their surfaces etched with unfamiliar symbols. Little did he know, he'd just stumbled upon one of the most groundbreaking archaeological discoveries of our time. Archaeologists soon flocked to the site, and what they uncovered was nothing short of extraordinary. A massive complex, built around 9600 BC. That's right, over 11,000 years ago. But here's where things get really interesting. According to everything we thought we knew about history, humans shouldn't have been capable of such construction at that time. Let that sink in for a moment. Göbekli Tepe is more than 12,000 years old. That's 7,000 years before Stonehenge. 6,000 years before the first stones of the Great Pyramid were laid. Our history books tell us that people were still roaming the land as hunter-gatherers back then, barely scraping by. So how on earth did they manage to build something so advanced? As we stand here, surrounded by these ancient stones, the scale of the mystery becomes apparent. Massive T-shaped pillars, some weighing up to 20 tons, stand arranged in perfect circles. Moving and erecting just one of these behemoths would have required hundreds of workers and a level of organization that, quite frankly, shouldn't have existed in the Stone Age. But it's not just the size that's baffling, it's what's on them. These pillars are covered in intricate carvings, snakes slithering across the stone, scorpions frozen mid-strike, foxes and vultures, rendered with surprising detail. Some appear purely symbolic, while others, well, they almost look like warning signs. But warning us of what? Were these religious symbols? A primitive star map? Or perhaps a record of events so ancient, we've long since forgotten their significance? As we explore further, the mystery only deepens. The site contains more than 20 circular enclosures, each one carefully aligned, each one filled with symbolism we're still struggling to decipher. Only a handful have been excavated so far, leaving us to wonder, what secrets still lie buried beneath our feet? Some archaeologists have dubbed Göbekli Tepe the world's first temple. They believe it was a gathering place where hunter-gatherers from across the region came together for shared rituals, feasts, and the exchange of beliefs. In essence, they argue, this is where the foundations of civilization itself were laid. But not everyone is convinced. The sheer complexity of Göbekli Tepe seems to push the boundaries of what Stone Age people should have been capable of. Was this truly the work of simple hunter-gatherers? Or could it be evidence of a forgotten, far more advanced culture, one that's been erased from our history books? And then, there's perhaps the strangest part of the puzzle. Around 8000 BC, Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried. Tons upon tons of soil were painstakingly moved to cover the entire complex. Who did this? And more importantly, why? Was it an act of protection? A sign of abandonment? Or something far more sinister? An attempt to hide knowledge from future generations? As the sun sets over the ancient pillars, casting long shadows across the excavation site, we're left to ponder even more perplexing possibilities. Some researchers believe the layout of Göbekli Tepe aligns with certain stars and constellations. Certain carvings, they argue, may even represent celestial events, comets streaking across the sky, or the awe-inspiring spectacle of a total eclipse. Could this place have been an ancient observatory, tracking the movements of the heavens? One pillar in particular has captured the imagination of both researchers and conspiracy theorists alike. Known as the Vulture Stone, it bears symbols that some interpret as a record of a catastrophic comet impact around 10,900 BC. If true, this could potentially link Göbekli Tepe to a global disaster that reshaped the course of human history. But is it a genuine astronomical record? Or are we simply seeing patterns where none exist? The mysteries of Göbekli Tepe have begun to seep into local folklore. Myths speak of ancient gods, of watchers and builders from a time beyond memory. Some even suggest that the symbolism found here inspired religious iconography found around the world. Could this hill in Turkey be the very birthplace of myth itself? To some researchers, Göbekli Tepe isn't just an archaeological oddity, it's proof positive of a lost civilization. They argue that the knowledge and skill required to build this place go far beyond what we thought possible for the time. In their eyes, we're looking at the remnants of a culture so advanced, so ahead of its time, that it's been completely erased from conventional history, leaving only these enigmatic ruins behind. But alternative theories abound. Some argue that Göbekli Tepe may have been built not by a single culture, but by multiple groups coming together in ways we don't yet fully understand. Perhaps it was a gathering place, a neutral ground, where diverse peoples united for a common purpose. The carvings in this view might represent a shared language, a way for different groups to communicate across cultural barriers. Of course, not everyone buys into the more sensational interpretations. Skeptical archaeologists argue that while Göbekli Tepe is undoubtedly impressive, it may not be quite as mysterious as it first appears. Given enough time, manpower, and motivation, they contend, even Stone Age people could have achieved such feats of construction. The site's complexity, they say, speaks more to human ingenuity and cooperation than to lost civilizations or ancient astronauts. But the fundamental question remains unanswered. What exactly was Göbekli Tepe for? A temple to long-forgotten gods? An elaborate star map carved in stone? A meeting place for scattered tribes? Or something so far removed from our modern understanding that we can't even begin to grasp its true purpose? The truth is, we simply don't know. Every new excavation, every newly uncovered carving, seems to bring more questions than answers. What we do know is this: Göbekli Tepe has fundamentally changed how we view the dawn of human civilization. It challenges our assumptions about when organized religion, agriculture, and complex society truly began. It forces us to reconsider the capabilities of our ancient ancestors and question the neat, linear progression of history we've come to accept. And the story is far from over. Today, only a small fraction of the site has been uncovered. Most of Göbekli Tepe still lies buried, its secrets hidden beneath layers of soil and stone. What revelations still wait to be unearthed? What paradigm-shifting discoveries might be lying just beyond the reach of our shovels and brushes? As we stand here, surrounded by these ancient pillars under the vast Turkish sky, it's impossible not to feel a sense of awe. Göbekli Tepe is both breathtaking and baffling, a monument built long before our history books say it should exist, a place that whispers of forgotten stories, of lost knowledge, of a past far more complex and mysterious than we ever imagined. So, what do you think? Was Göbekli Tepe the world's first temple, proof of a lost civilization, or something even stranger? Let me know in the comments. And remember, grab some coffee and stay a while. The mystery of Göbekli Tepe isn't going anywhere, and neither are we.